Hey, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning once again to my YouTube channel. So, coming forward on the lecturate series, in this video, I have come with a very important topic for SSB lecturate as well as the group discussion. And this video will also be helpful for NDA, CDS, UPSC competitive examinations. So, this is the topic, as you can see, that is Association of Southeast Asian Nations. It is also called as the ASEAN nations. So, for this particular video, we will learn about introduction followed by its member nations, and then we will talk about the ASEAN objectives. What are the specialties of this organization, and then we will talk about the India and ASEAN cooperation. We will talk various aspects of India ASEAN relationship, followed by the current status of the relations, and at the end we will conclude my topic by giving a way forward. So, friends, we all know that recently on 26th of June 2020, the 36th ASEAN Summit held in Hanoi, which is the capital of Vietnam. Now we will talk about the introduction of the topic. So, here the Association of Southeast Asian Nations is a regional intergovernmental group of 10 countries in Southeast Asia. It was formed to promote economic, political, cultural, military, and socio-security cooperation. So, you can see that this is the group of 10 nations which lies in the Southeast Asia, or this region is Indonesia, Malay Island, etc., and its headquarters is located in Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia. And every year, the ASEAN summit takes place. In every year, two summits take place. It is biannual, which means twice a year. Now, talking about the member nations of this grouping, then there are 10 members, as I have already mentioned. So, the 10 members are the first five founding members. They were Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines. They were the founding fathers of this organization. And later on, after the disintegration of USSR and the Vietnam War, many more countries were added. For example, the Myanmar was added in 1997, Cambodia was added in 1999, Vietnam was added in 1990, and Laos was added in 1997, and Brunei was added in 1984. And it was the foundation was laid on 8 August 1967 during the Bangkok Declaration in the capital of Thailand. Now we will talk about the ASEAN economic objectives. The ASEAN is the third largest market in the world and sixth largest economy in the world and third largest in Asia. So in Asia, you can see the largest economies such as China, India, and after India, the third position is held by ASEAN. And in the world, if you see the economy, then USA, China, Japan, Germany, India, and after India, it is ASEAN. And fourth most popular investment destination in the world. So this is very important for the development of the area. As you can see that nowadays the American companies, they are pulling out from China, but they are not coming to India. They are going to the Southeast Asian nations, especially Vietnam, Malaysia, Singapore, etc. And these ASEAN nations, they have free trade with six countries: India, China, Japan, South Korea, Australia, and New Zealand. And India and ASEAN trade, if you see the trade between India and ASEAN, then it is more than 81 billion US dollar per year. So this is really a huge. Now talking about the India and ASEAN cooperation, then in the ASEAN countries, the 10 nations have been the key pillar of India's foreign policy. Earlier, it was called the Look East policy, which was developed by our Prime Minister P.V. Narasimha Rao. Later on, during the regime of Narendra Modi, it was transformed into Act East policy, which means that now India is more committed for its relationship with the countries situated in the east of India. And we have India and ASEAN have 25 years of dialogue, 15 years of summit level interaction, and 5 years of strategic partnership with ASEAN. So we all know that in 1992, when India economy was open, when India adopted the LPG reforms, then the first diplomatic ties between India and ASEAN was established, and since then every year that there is dialogue going on between India and ASEAN, and since the last 15 years the summit level interaction is participated by India, and since 5 years when Prime Minister Narendra Modi came into power in 2014, then since then ASEAN and India they are strategic partnership. ASEAN is India's fourth largest trading partner. ASEAN is India's fourth largest trading partner after USA, China, and Arabic nations. So it is very important for India. And India's trade with ASEAN stands at 81.3 billion US dollar, which is 10.3% of India's overall trade. So you can see that how heavily we are engaged with. The total 10% of India's trade are done by ASEAN nations, and India's export to ASEAN stand at 11.28% of our total export. So ASEAN is a very important member country for our nation. Now we will talk about some of the current status. The India and Vietnam. Vietnam is wanting to purchase the BrahMos missile as well as Akash missile, and apart from this, various defense equipments which is made in India. But India has not been providing it to Vietnam because of appeasement policy for China, and which is also I think now harming India. So this is high time that India should provide all the weaponry system that Vietnam demands. And talking about the South China Sea, then this is a very important topic for every exam and as well as the group discussion. So I will cover this especially in the NEET topic, the South China Sea. But let me tell you about South China Sea in the brief. It is a part of Pacific Ocean. It is situated in the south of China, and it is also situated by the ASEAN nations such as Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, etc. So China claims the whole area of the South China Sea because it is expected to find resources, the natural gas in that area. So there is China is basically not following the UN closed laws, and they are not following the economic exclusive zone principles. So that's the issue, and there is the India has taken a Sabang island from Indonesia for its defense naval base. So India and Indonesia they have very good cooperation, very good relations. So India has purchased an island of Indonesia for naval bases, and it will give an edge to India, a strategic advantage to India to choke the state of Malacca in case of war with China, because the 30% of the China trade happens through this route only. And state of Malacca is very important choke point in the world, and currently India and USA performed a naval exercise called PASEX in that state of Malacca, the Sabang Island and the Andaman and Nicobar Island. So this is all in this video. I hope you like it. Thank you and have a nice day.